Fifth grade into math, lesson 15.6. Solve problems using bar models. I can use a bar model to solve a multi-step problem that uses multiplication. Step it out. The table shows the mass in grams of 2 different balls. What is the combined mass of 2 baseballs and 3 softballs? Use the bar model to represent the problem. Draw a bar model to show the mass of 2 baseballs. Okay, so we have 2 baseballs, so we're going to draw a bar and break it into how many pieces? 2. Okay, and then how much is the weight of each baseball? So 141.75 and then grams, right? So that's what we're going to put in each one. Okay, so over here to the side, I'm going to add 141.75 and I'm going to add it twice. Or could I also take it times 2? Yes, so I could do it either way. But my decimal, 0, 1, 5, 1, 3, 8, 2. So the total weight is 283 and 5/10 grams, right? So 283 and 5/10 grams. Now, can I also put 1,500? Yes. Okay. So a bar model that shows the mass of 3 softballs. So I'm going to have my bar, and this time I'm breaking it into how many pieces? 3, right? Okay. How much is a softball? Okay. Now I can once again add all these up, or I can take it times what? 3. So over here to the side, I'm going to take 198.45. I'm going to take it times 3 this time. So 3 times 5 is, carry the 1. 3 times 4 is, plus 1 is, carry the 1. 3 times 8 is, plus 1 is, carry the 2. 3 times 9 is, plus 2 is, put the 9, carry the 2. 3 times 1 is, plus 2 is, how many decimal places? 2. So the total weight is 595 and 3,500 grams. Okay, now draw a bar model to show the combined mass of both the 2 baseballs and the softballs. So we're going to have a bar model that's super long. And then we're going to break it into 5 pieces. And then 141.75 grams, 141.75 grams, 141.75 grams, and then, oh, whoops, I did that wrong. I wrote that too many times. Okay, so 198.45 grams, 198.45 grams, and then 198.45 grams. Okay, so we know that these first 2 were what? 283 and 5/10, right? Okay, grams. And we know these other 3 were what? 595 and 3,500 grams, right? Okay, now if they want to know for all of it, what are we going to do? Add those 2 together. So we can just come back up here, use our decimals to keep everything in line. And I can put a 0 there to hold my spot, right? Bring my decimal straight down. 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. Carry the 1. 1 plus 5 plus 2 is 8. So our total is 878 and 8,500 grams. Step it out. Number 2. Shamir goes to the sporting goods store. He buys 3 cans of tennis balls. Each can costs $3.87. Shamir pays for his purchase with a $20 bill. How much change should the sales clerk give him? Use the bar model to represent the problem. Draw a bar model that shows the cost of 3 cans of tennis balls. Label each bar. So we're going to have this, break it into how many pieces? 3, right? And how much is each one? $3.87. Okay, and then what is the cost of the tennis ball? Okay, so what can we do? So $3.87 times 3. 3 times 7 is, put the 1, carry the 2. 3 times 8 is, plus 2 is, carry the 2. 2 times 3 is, plus 2 is, how many decimal places? 2. So the total cost is $11.61. Draw a bar model that compares the cost of the 3 cans of tennis balls to $20. Label each bar. So, paid with a what? A $20 bill. He bought 3 cans. So is it going to be as long as the $20 bill? No. Okay. I'm going to break it into 3 sections for the $3.87, right? And then of course our total was $11.61, right? And then we're trying to find this difference, right? Okay. So how much change did the sales clerk give Shamir? Explain how you know. So we're going to take basically what? Okay, so we're going to put a line there because $20 minus $11.61. Okay, so up here, we're going to put our $20 and we have to use 2 decimal places for the change, right? Minus $11.61 and use the decimal to keep everything in line. Bring our decimal down. The first 0 becomes what? Next one becomes a 9. Next one becomes a 9. And the next one becomes a 1. Okay, so 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 6 is 9 minus 1 is, okay, so our difference is $8.39. Check and receipt and use the table and make a bar model for 1 and 2. What is the combined rate of 1 volleyball and 3 golf balls? So we have how many items, guys? 4. So we're going to break this into 4 pieces, right? Now the golf balls aren't quite as big as the volleyball, right? So we're going to use this one and then break these into 3 pieces. Okay, so the volleyball is what? 9 and 55 ounces. So OZ is the abbreviation for that, right? Okay, and then the golf balls are 1 and 62 ounces. $6,200, sorry. Okay, so now what do I need to do? Add all those together. Now, do I have 3 things that are similar? Yeah, so I can multiply that by 3 and then add my 4th one, right? So 1 in 6,200 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 6 is 18. Carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. And then I have 2 decimal places. And then I need to add 9 and 55 hundredths. Use my decimal to keep everything in line. 5 plus 6 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 8 plus 5 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 plus 4 is 14. So my total weight is 14 and 41 ounces. How much more do 2 volleyballs weigh than 9 golf clubs? Okay, so we're going to have how many volleyballs? Clearly that line needs to be, or that bar needs to be bigger, right? So 9 and 5,500, because 9 and 5,500, or it flat out says that the volleyball is way more than the golf balls, right? Okay, so then we're gonna have another bar model down here. Is it as long? No, okay, because they said that the volleyball is way more than the golf balls. Okay, how many sections do we need to break that into? And then we're gonna find the difference, right? Okay, and so in each one of those, I'm gonna write 1 in 6,200. Okay, what do I need to do first, guys? Take 9 and 5,500 times what? Times 2. So what is 9 and 5,500 times 2? So 5 times 2 is 10, carry the 1. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11, carry the 1. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19. So 19 and 10 hundredths is the total for this one, right? Okay. Next one, 1 and 62 hundredths times what? Times 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry the 1. 9 times 6 is, plus 1 is, at the 5, carry the 5. 9 times 1 is, plus 5 is 2 decimal places. So then this one equals 14 and 58 hundredths. So what do I need to do now? Do I need to add them? Subtract, because we want the difference, right? Bring my decimal straight down. This 0 becomes a 10. This 1 becomes a 10. This 9 becomes an 8. So 10 minus 8 is 2. 10 minus 5 is 5. 8 minus 4 is 1. So the difference is 4 and 5,200 ounces. On your own, make a bar model to solve. So basically, on your homework, if they ask you to make a bar model, then I would like you to draw a picture. If they do not ask you to draw one, then you can just show the steps and work it out. Okay? It looks like on your homework, 1 and 2 require a bar model, but the rest do not necessarily ask for one, but you will still have to show your work and do the steps. Okay? All right, so here we go. A giraffe can cover 1 mile in about 6 and 4/10 minutes. An elephant can cover 1 mile in about 8 and 2/10 minutes. About how much longer will it take the elephant to cover 3 miles than the giraffe? Okay, so the giraffe is that, the elephant is the 8 and 2/10, and then about how much longer will it take them to do the 3 miles? Okay, so clearly the elephant is going to have a longer bar model, right? Okay, so let's label that with an E. And then the giraffe will not be quite as long, right? So there's the giraffe, okay? And then we're finding the difference, right? Okay, so we need that little extra part that we're finding. Okay, so each one will be broken into how many pieces? 3. Okay, and then for the elephant, it'll be 8.2 in each box, right? And for the giraffe, it'll be 6.4. Okay, so what do I need to do first? Okay, multiply the 8.2 times what? Times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 8 is how many decimal places? 1. So the elephant's time is 24.6, right? The giraffe, we're going to take what? 6.4 times 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 6 times 3 is, plus 1 is how many decimal places? 1. So 19.2. Okay. And then we're going to subtract those. Bring our decimal straight down. 6 minus 2 is 4. This becomes a 14, and this becomes a 1. 14 minus 9 is, so the difference is 5 and 4/10. Oh,